to the first YouTube channel on here, which means it's probably going to be the worst one, and it may get deleted in the future. Who knows? This is just to get started, basically, just so there's a damn YouTube video on the channel, and there's something to look at, and then I'll put better ones. We're looking at about once per week, consistency-wise. I'll probably do what everybody else does and just delete the really crappy ones, and this will probably be one of those crappy ones. But anyway, this channel is to support my energy company mostly, which is in its infancy stage and just wants to change the narrative that happens in the public with the climate change agenda. Oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, windmills are the most important thing ever. I just don't buy a lot of this stuff. Solar panels are great, yeah, for homes and commercial buildings, parking lots, for shaded farming operations. But when you start covering entire fields and hills with it, we're we're kind of going in the wrong direction then. We're also not going in the right direction where we think that we should take the kinetic energy of wind, of water, transfer it into what? More kinetic energy. Now we're moving gears around, which do degrade and are hard to maintain. To do what? To transfer that to more kinetic energy in the form of a giant metal turbine, very difficult to maintain, and also very old technology. So I don't want to get too deep in that because that's a rabbit hole. But the fact that we have all of these technological advancements in pharmaceuticals and the military, and they are the cool nitty gritty science, like the tiny stuff. We should be able to implement that into the energy industry, is what I'm saying. And we're beginning to do that with batteries, batteries and EVs, electric vehicles. I mean, chemistry's going on there. That's tiny, sure, molecular. But when we start, we're not going to start seeing huge changes in the energy industry until the public decides to adopt the subatomic, the nuclear, reactions that make it so that we can sustain a very large growing demand for energy. Okay, so this channel is going to get into a lot. We're going to be talking about the economics of it all, which means we'll be touching on the supply chain. We're definitely a huge topic is going to be the global energy transition in general. What is going on in this whole shift from conventional fossil fuels over to clean renewable power generation. We're going to go through the climate change agenda, which is always skewed. It's always skewed in one direction or the other. There's the science is always mixed. There's so much bias around it that it coming approaching it with a neutral mindset and just looking for the truth is what we want. We just don't want all the mumbo jumbo and all the hoopla. Superconductor technology. This is an exciting area. I'm really excited for this. If I were to invest all my money into one research area, it would be this. So we're gonna look into that and push some of the see where the tech is at now, where it should be, and how we're gonna get and some of the cool ways to get there. Because right now, liquid nitrogen as a coolant is really holding us back. It adds too much infrastructure and whatnot to the whole project. The electrification megatrend, electrifying everything that can be electrified. Because even though energy, a large part of it is electricity, that's not all of it. A lot of it is industrial heating, and a lot of it is transportation and what have you. We're going to be looking into energy storage technology. One of the best of which is hydrogen storage and ammonia. But they are a crapshoot currently and are sustained by fossil fuels. So that's another tricky area I'd love to get into. Renewable energy in general. So this is nuclear plants, the fission we got going on now, fusion energy machines, which are spawning up more and more. So far, there's only like maybe two that I like for specific reasons that we'll get into. Hydroelectric dams where it's plausible to have them. Same with geothermal, and then using solar in the right way, and then rethinking wind entirely because I'm not so sure about it. Okay, there's some good things, there's some bad things. I'm definitely approaching that with a neutral mindset because in my gut, I don't really like it, and just from a few things I've learned through researching it, I like how there's the cubic fold of energy efficiency. So there's you get the cube root of the wind that you're intaking as a output energy. But there's also Benz's law, which limits you to less than 59.7% efficiency, I believe, something like that. So, and they're ugly. Obviously, we're going to talk about electricity a good amount. We're going to talk about substations, transmission lines, the implications of HTS cables or high temperature superconducting cables on those two areas. And we're going to go into electromagnetism and some of the direct energy capture that some of these nuclear fusion machines are performing, which are very impressive and which I believe are the future of energy manufacturing, is through these intense, complex, very smart electromagnetic, uh, absorption of energy. What, for lack of a better term. So the optimal time for a YouTube video is between 7 and 15 minutes. Um, so what's in between that? 7 to 15. That's 8 minutes in between there. So four. So 11 minutes is the medium. So we got to make it to 11 minutes. We have 3 more minutes to go. And I really hope that I'm picking up my microphone because this microphone setup, I can't even move my camera because it is the monitor. I was trying to use my iPhone camera, but the camera on that, like the sound gets all messed up, and I don't know how to do that. I'm not even gonna edit this video because, well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do some cuts here and there. Actually, no, I won't. Maybe I'll do a cut. I'll do cuts for the second video. That one I'll try to do cuts, and maybe I'll use the iPhone. But that's only if I can figure out how to use my mic, which I probably won't. So got like a little over 2 minutes now till I can have the video. Yeah, I guess I should talk a little bit about the why. So the energy, the whole reason I'm so motivated to be a part of the energy industry is it's the three main reasons. Well, really, I feel like there's two. This whole climate change agenda thing is very it's hard to understand what's trying to be conveyed. People like Alex Epstein think that, and he's sort of right in how a lot of people stage it as humans are bad. They do bad things for the environment. Anything they change is bad. Uh, that seems a little extreme, but I want to find a place where we can agree. And this is what I mean about changing the narrative. We want humans to flourish. Yes, we want people to listen to music, to hang out with each other, to have access to clean water and shelter. We want a healthy planet, And what I mean by the third one is we want the energy that is able to make both of those things happen. The energy that's able to maintain a healthy planet, which means doesn't disturb it too much with negative environmental impacts, and we want humans to flourish. And we want about 10 billion of humans to flourish. So the numbers are there, and the tech is here. The technology's here. I mean, geez, theoretically, if we nobody played any more sports, nobody made any movies, and everybody just focused on thinking about science, I'm pretty sure we'd have a bunch of fusion energy generators just sprouting up left and right, and then we could go back to football. Just a thought. 4, 3, 2, 1. See you in the next one.
Just choke me a pill and I will build something you feel. I fell in love with the art, let me sharpen my skill. When the days get dark, I make a song and I chill. And every day I thank God that I'm ill. Choke me a pill and I will build something you feel. I fell in love with the art, let me sharpen my skill. When the days get dark, I make a song and I chill. And every day I thank God that I'm ill. Sometimes it feels like my brain has been to the gym. I'm putting on weight, the tablets that they feed me are grim. I wish I never